Hello student, how are you? This is Amita. Welcome to our Science Fact channel. We already know in previous session we already know green plants make their own food, capable for make their own food through photosynthesis process. We know and we think all some plants found in our nature, they do not have chlorophyll. This is called non-green plants and they cannot make their own food. So how can possible they get their food? How can possible? So in this session we'll know about special ways of getting food. So let's start. This is Anita. Two examples of plants: Indian pipe and coral root. This is a two plants found in our nature. They do not have chlorophyll. This is non-green plant and they cannot make their own food. They depend upon food. Depend upon their food, dead and decaying plants and animals for depend upon their food, dead and decaying plants and animals. They get their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. So let's start. Indian pipe and coral root. So here firstly draw here some Indian pipe, some roughly diagram. This is a Indian pipe. Okay, they do not have make their, they do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food. They cannot capable for make their own food. This is a Indian pipe. Okay, this plant is called Indian pipe because chlorophyll is absent in those type of plants, so they cannot make their own food. They depend upon own food, dead and decaying plants and animals, and they get food. They get their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. So first examples of Indian pipe and second are coral root. Okay, second are coral root. So firstly draw here. This is a coral root. Okay, this one, this is a coral root because chlorophyll is absent there. Chlorophyll is absent in those plants. Okay, chlorophyll absent. This is a coral root. Chlorophyll absent in both plants. So let's start. Firstly, Indian pipe and coral root are non-green plants. So first point noted here. Here, this one, both are non-green plant. Non-green plants. Okay, they do not have chlorophyll. So first point, Indian pipe and coral root are non-green plants. Here, Indian pipe and coral root are non-green plants. Indian pipe and coral root are non-green plants. They do not have a chlorophyll. They do not have a chlorophyll because they cannot make their own food because both plants cannot make their own food because they cannot make their own food, cannot make their own food. Okay, Indian pipe and coral root are non-green plants. They do not have a chlorophyll because they cannot make their own food. They get their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. They get their food. They get their food from dead and decaying decaying they get their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. Plants and animals. Okay, so this is a very important topic or very interesting topic. So non-green plants, how can get their food? Because they do not have, they lack of chlorophyll is always absent there, so become not green. So how can get their food and how can make their own food? Can make their own food? No, this is not possible. They do not have a chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food. They get their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. So this is the examples, coral root and Indian pipe. Okay, some both plants, special ways of getting food. So we will end this video here. And I will request to all, please subscribe, like and more, share and press that button for upcoming notification for next series. We will know about next video. We will know about insectivorous plant. We will know about insectivorous plant example, pictures and Venus flytrap. So here only discuss this topic. Special ways of getting food. Examples, you can easily give answer. Example, take an example, coral root and Indian pipe. Okay, say do not have a chlorophyll. This is a non-green plants. This is a non-green plants. Here, this is a non-green plants. This is a non-green plants. Non-green plants. Okay. So they get their food from dead and decaying plants. Yeah, depend upon their own food, depend upon dead and decaying plants and animals for getting food. Okay, so we will end this video here and thank you. Take care. Bye.